What's going on, guys? I'm very excited to be filming a video. Feels like it's been a while, but this week was my impression of a more inconsistent week, and I still uploaded, I think, every day but one, so that's a pretty good sign. And today what we're going to be talking about is perfection and the idea of perfection and the problem with it. And like the title says, why it is leading you guys to see no results. Now, right off the bat, I'm just going to say that I have the same problems as you guys do when it comes to being a perfectionist and all that. And I can tell you guys for sure from my experience that perfection is a myth, because there's no way to actually attain the perfection, because with the mindset of a perfectionist, you won't actually ever be satisfied. And never being satisfied is a good thing, but there's definitely a point where it gets to be too much, and I think we need to talk about that today. Now, the first big problem with being a perfectionist is that it leaves you open to a lot of excuses. What I mean by this is, if you don't feel like doing something, you can always just say, oh, I already messed up by not doing this thing yesterday. I already failed in my goal of perfection, might as well not even try. And that is a very dangerous mindset to have, because you'll find yourself failing all your tasks and goals for the mere fact that you're not achieving 100% results in the first couple weeks, months, and years of trying to do the activity. And a lot of the times I feel like perfectionism is almost a impatience of sorts, because everything takes time, and expecting it to be 100% perfect from not that much time being put in just shows you as a lazy person overall, and will leave you in more situations where you let yourself down. And as you fail to stack up these small wins in your self-development process, you will stack up more losses than wins, and you'll feel as if you're regressing, when in reality you're just starting off with things that you never really did before. Or whatever the case may be, why you think that you're not achieving perfection, whatever it might be, it's literally just a symptom of impatience and the lack of commitment that we've all faced during certain times of our life. Like, if I was truly committed to something, I wouldn't need to do it every single day, because I would know that me doing it the amount of times that I'm doing it for is making me achieve results, and I wouldn't want to stop seeing the results, right? So what would the point be of trying to keep an unmanageable pace? And this brings me to the next huge problem with being a perfectionist, which is burnout. Now, if you're trying to be perfect at something, like literally never mess up, you're going to get burned out for sure. I remember I just watched a Jordan Green video where he was trying to be a perfectionist, and his one New Year's resolution was that he wanted to record and upload a video every single day of 2022. What ended up happening was, around March, he completely burned out, and now he has to take a several-week break for his mental health. And it just ended up being worse off than if he just maybe made 4 or 5 videos a week and was able to sustain that pace. So trying to be this perfectionist figure will actually lead you to getting results slower than if you were to just maintain a manageable pace. The same thing applies to when I was trying to work out every day like a few weeks ago, and I messed up my neck and I had to take a whole week off. It just ends up being more of a net loss in the aspect of trying to be a perfectionist than a net gain, and you don't really achieve anything by trying to do that. And then the main reason why perfectionism is a problem is like the one that's kind of involved in all the other reasons that I've said so far in the video. And that is that you literally negatively affect your your mental and physical health by trying to be perfect. And you put yourself in a state of mind where you're very stressed, anxious, and insecure about what you're doing with your life and all these progress bars that we're so focused on and trying to rush towards, and eventually we just become like incapacitated to the point where we can't even work towards our goals because we've stressed our mind out so much that we're constantly overthinking if we've done enough and stuff like that. And that's definitely not a place that any of us want to be in, obviously. Another big thing about perfectionism is that it often involves like adding more to your plate than you can actually handle, and kind of setting a big list of goals for yourself, like the perfect life, right? You want to have a big house, nice car, you want to have a family, blah blah blah, right? So you try and work towards all those things at once. Instead of just trying to secure a line of income for yourself, you're trying to secure a line of income, find a girlfriend, upload videos on YouTube as like a entrepreneurial side hustle, read books, all these different things that will just add up. And if you try adding everything on at once, it will cause you to be unproductive, and that is definitely a big symptom of perfectionism. Throughout this whole video, that's been a recurring theme, that if you try and be perfect, you're just not going to be productive, and it's not going to help in any way, because what you guys have to realize is literally no one is able to achieve this image of perfection that they want for themselves. Many people have tried it. I don't know a single person who is truly perfect in every way. Every single person I can think of in my head right now has something that they need to work on and are struggling with and want to fix but haven't done it yet. And that's just part of the journey. Like, life is long. Everyone likes to say life is short. I'm more of an optimist. I like to look at things glass half full, and I say life is long. So we shouldn't try and rush into everything right away and secure everything for ourselves at this young age. And this doesn't mean that you guys should be a bum and never strive for anything. You guys should literally know that by every other video on this channel. But this is kind of like an outlier in the fact that I'm kind of telling you guys that it's okay where you are, which is generally not a message that we really talk about, because we always talk about improving ourselves. But sometimes you honestly just gotta look back at your progress, tell yourself that you can't come a long way, and stop trying to be perfect, because it's not going to work out. So with that being said, that pretty much concludes today's video. Tomorrow we'll be back with another, and I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you for watching.